break,
We're
it would
back.
literally crash every single time.
Right, so we don't have auto ads
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Because we were wondering if that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Broken again. Yup.
Yeah.
And I had no problems today at all.
I was gonna
your
ask,
computer.
like,
I'm
I know you
wondering now
streamed
if it's
today.
your computer. I'm starting to wonder.
I didn't have any issues today.
Oh, you were on the computer?
Yes.
Is everybody... Let's do a BRB.
It's back up for me.
Okay. While the ad break finishes real quick, let me mute you guys.
Oh god.
Here we go. Hello again.
No.
Hopefully we will not have any more issues. Please, fingers crossed. Please, OBS gods, please stop messing with us. Okay.
All right.
Lord.
So-
Let me burn some sage.
Yes. Head on back to how you were talking about what the
Why are
plan
you
was going to
hurting
be.
me?
What the plan was going to be, how many days, it was going to take about a day and a half of walking.
Day and a half, yeah.
Roland
So,
just made that hit.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
so if memory serves me correct, about a day and a half, so probably, because I feel like the options for safe housing, especially, streets at night, the roads at night, are littered with danger. I'd say the more traveling we do during the day, the closer we get to Freymore, which means the better chances of finding safe lodging closer to Freymore. And then we can tie up any loose ends we have here, and then, I don't know, maybe Ashrin or Ramasha could give Dominic a wonderful tour of beautiful Hazelport.
I like the
What say
idea. Question for you, my good friend Roland.
Yes,
Would
sir.
it not be beneficial for us to see if there is maybe someone going that way, if we could possibly catch a ride?
I will also say, that is a fair point, yes. I will also say, and I feel like I would know this based on Natasha. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Outbound traffic tends to be heavier in the morning than in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So,
It
You
would
are
make
correct.
sense for us to leave in the morning and take care of any loose ends we have at the moment. But at
absolutely.
Same time,
And then you and I
we
can
could-
still meet up about that, the mission. The mission.
yes.
You're not very good at whispering.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm a loud, gregarious guy. I can't
Yeah.
help it. It's in my nature. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
you
I
are
give him a
not
big
very good at
slap in
talking
the lower
to
back.
the ladies.
Matt, you've got to stop doing that. It's not
You'll
nice
be fine.
to me.
You're fine,
No,
kiddo.
I don't like
You're
it.
fine, kiddo. It'll be fine.
Listen, Grandpa, I don't like it.
Okay, well, I will be respectful of your choices.
Is Dominic
I will-
angry?
Yeah.
No, Dominic just destroyed.
Hangry
Or is
teenagers.
this-
Listen,
Yeah.
I rolled into this session on 2 wheels from another state. I am barely holding on. It's fair. That's fair.
Respect for you, Dominic. I will do my best to contain the slaps. I'm sorry.
Listen, a good, nudge on the arm, that's fine.
Okay.
But,
Well, I'll have to jump for that one. if
you're
you know what I
nearly
mean.
touching my ass, and I just don't like that.
I'm okay.
I understand
That's fair.
there's, a height difference, but
And that is absolutely fair. My deepest apologies.
You're
Good for
afraid you're
early
going to get
beats.
another crack in it?
All right.
oh my god.
Well, I'll say. Oh, guys. I'll say. I need to get back to work. Ashrin, you probably need to get back to work. So, why don't Ramasha, you show Dominic around, maybe get him set up with some lodging for the evening? Figure that out. And then we will rendezvous back in the marketplace first thing in the morning.
Excellent. Dominic
That's
will
fine
be
by
in
me.
good hands.
Good pause.
You're not
you
gonna
mean.
make me sleep in a boat, are you?
Good pause.
I don't know how I feel about this anymore. I think I might just go back to Ben's.
I mean, that's where you're headed,
Wow.
right?
Well, if
Yeah,
you
but,
want to head out
no.
on your own, that's fine. We'll just meet you up there.
My whole
in a
life
couple
has
days.
been on my own.
Well, what we would want to do is provide you with the team and party and unity that you may have been struggling for, my friend.
Alright,
Deep
just no
thoughts
boat
with Roland
slaps.
Longbeard.
Together, under one banner.
Yes! Yes! I'm like, you're starting to see me hyped up a little bit when he says that.
Hype.
All right,
I'm going
boys.
to go with him now.
I've got
And
to
then
get
I
back
just,
to work.
Go over
Yeah,
to
I gotta get back. So, remember, meet back here, sun up, tomorrow morning. an early start to the day.
Let us do it.
That's a plan.
All right.
Come, young one, let me show you the wares of the city.
So, Ashrin is off to finish her day's work. Roland is off to finish his day's work. Both of them off to also, I assume, ask for some time off. You can make some persuasion checks or deception check if you are lying instead for your bosses, and we will do that kind of like on the side.
Different
and
dice
then
this time.
yes, the good dice.
Alright, well, I feel like Roland is just going to be an honest guy. Because he's going to be hyped up, because he's going to be like, you don't understand, Thorin. I'm going to get to go on the road again. You gotta let me have this.
On the road again.
Like looking up from his paperwork. Well, I mean, I guess as long as you're back before the end of the week, we should be fine. I can
I was
ask.
going to say, I would be an 18 plus 1 for 19. I'm rolling
Sweet.
fire tonight.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, look at that go.
So yeah, I guess as long as you're back by the end of the week, we should be all set. I can ask Kyle to grab a couple of an extra shift or two. We'll get it figured out.
He's fine.
You never take
fine.
time
He
off,
needs the
Roland.
money anyway.
Yeah.
He takes extra shifts anyway, so he'll be fine. I appreciate it, Felrid. You're a good guy.
Yeah, tell Ben we said hi. See if you can get any of his signature brew while you're up there.
All right, you got. I'll try to grab a case or two. You got it, boss.
Ashrin, how about you?
Hi. I'm keeping this dice because I rolled a 17 plus 5 for persuasion makes it a 22.
All right.
So I'm basically gonna say I have a friend who needs some help, and I'm back in my hometown. So if it's all right, I'm gonna take a couple of days, and it shouldn't be more than a few days, and see if I can help him out.
Yeah. Same kind of story. You know, Tobin looks up and he's like, I don't see why not, Ashrin. You're always working your butt off. You never take any time off. We can definitely make that happen. Why don't you see if Ben's got any more fairy fireball, because we are getting cleaned out fast this year, and the Airmore's festival's coming up, and we're gonna run out soon.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
But yeah, definitely we need you. Both of them have made it clear that they need you back by the end of the week, which is a few, 4 or 5 days. We're at the beginning of the week, so.
Yeah, we're on Moon Day.
Yes.
Moon Day.
That's right, we are on Moon Day.
I recognized and memorized the calendar because I don't have a life.
I'm impressed. I don't even think I have that written down anywhere.
I don't even remember the name of the place I'm staying at.
I don't even remember what game we're playing.
I don't even know who I am.
Okay.
Fun fact,
so,
she actually doesn't.
Nope.
So,
Nothing in brain.
Swindler's Rest, Ramasha, is where the name of your boarding house. And so, Roland will need to talk to Natasha later, but we're going to move on to Dominic and Ramasha, who have been left off back at the center of town, headed back towards Swindler's Rest, headed towards the docks. I'll leave that up to you.
Okay. Come along with me, young one. Let us go see if we can find lodging for you, because you must do it early. It is first come, first serve. If you do not get to them early enough, you might end up sleeping on the floor.
Don't you have a boat? Why don't you just sleep on your boat?
My boat is not here right now.
How did you get here if your boat's not here?
Let us go to Swindler's Rest. Guiding Dominic along.
As
Alright.
as you're talking, this confused young man is like, what? If you're a pirate, everyone keeps calling you a pirate. Where's your boat? Ushering him along.
As we're going along,
Shut
if
up,
he
shut
keeps asking me questions, I'm going to go over and I'm going to purchase some food really quick. I'm going to stuff it in his mouth and keep going.
Bet.
What type of food are you seeking out?
What's the first thing we come across?
Whatever you can grab.
Yeah, we go. You got the same guy making those wraps.
Oh god.
The Euros, yeah.
There's also like the cheese owners or cheesemongers and the the bakery stall.
Here we go. Cheese. Cheese it is.
Cheese.
Look. Just for you. Ball of mozzarella
Stop
right
asking
in your mouth.
questions.
You look hungry.
No.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
Ramasha, are you being deceptive?
I could not tell you if I was.
If you want to, well, would Dominic like to see if Ramasha is being evasive or deceptive?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be insight and Ramasha deception.
I can do that.
Deception, yeah, because you are leaving things out.
For insight,
Insight, yep.
19. Let's heck it go.
Oh, no deception
God.
emojis.
No deception. I want that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dominic, yeah.
That's a 9.
Oh. Okay, so you can definitely tell that this kitty man is leaving stuff out. He doesn't seem like. Actually, we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, he's definitely leaving. He's not telling you the whole truth, or he seems sort of dodgy about his ship to you.
Okay. With a mouthful of cheese, I am just going to say, you know, for a sailor who doesn't have a boat, that's kind of weird.
What did you think of the wares? Pretty cheesy, eh? Oh, look!
Listen,
Swindler's
I don't
Rest.
know.
It's right over there.
I'm gonna lean in and I'm just gonna be like, I don't know if you know this, but you'd probably be pretty bad at gambling because your ears kind of give you away. They do like this, like satellite boop, 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 kind of deal.
Oh, a
Wait,
new one.
what
a
is
new
satellite?
Thank you.
What is a satellite?
I'll tell you when you're older. You've got a tell that's pretty bad, but can tell that you're lying. And I'm not going to press.
I am not a
But just
lion.
know,
I am a tiger.
I didn't say you are a lion. I can clearly tell that you don't have a mane. I know what animals are and what they look like. You, however, are a horrible liar, and I don't
At this point,
know how I feel about you.
as we're going along, is there any alleyways right there?
Oh,
I can
dear.
hear you in the other room, but I can't hear you here.
What? Again?
Okay, it's picking you
I
up
can
there.
hear you.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I'm just asking, is there an alleyway right there?
I guess. Well, there are alleyways between the buildings. Yes.
Okay. At this point, I'm going, this is a shortcut over here. I'm just going to literally grab Dominic by the shoulders and pin him against the wall. Listen
Oh,
here.
shit.
We don't ask too many questions. I must protect my people, and I don't know you well enough yet. Until I know you well enough, I will make sure my people come first.
Woo.
Until you are one of my people. Until then, less questions.
A couple things.
I would like to. Can I roll to break free?
Well, yeah, a couple things are gonna happen
Ooh.
here. First, Ramasha is going to make a.
Fracturing the party in the
Ramasha's gonna make an
session.
intimidation check. Or are you
Okay.
trying to intimidate, or are you still kind of like just trying to be like?
Not necessarily
That
intimidating.
sounded
just-
like an intimidating.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This
That's
is
to
intimidating.
me
It's
that
either
sounded like an
intimidation or deception
intimidating
was
move.
my thing. You're
Yeah.
either lying or you're
Okay,
trying to
yeah.
intimidate him.
All right, it's intimidation
Okay.
then.
And dexterity save for Dominic and dexterity check. For,
Which one do you want first? Dexterity?
Would this be no acrobatics?
Well, that would be athletics, wouldn't it? Or a strength check?
What?
I don't think you
Yeah,
want to do a
it's strength
check
against
me,
dexterity
bud.
normally because it's
Strength
strength
against
to grapple
dexterity, yes.
and then dexterity
save
to
for
get out of it.
Dominic, and athletics check for Ramasha.
I can't
Did
see
we
what
get
it landed on.
Natural 20.
Ah!
No!
Okay, so now continue with
Getting
your
a natch.
with your intimidation. But go ahead, Dominic. You can still.
21.
What was your
It's a
dog modifier though?
24.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
7.
What's
What's
your
that?
total?
My modifier
What
is
was
7.
your total? Is 21.
Yeah, and his
and-
was 24 because he had
24,
nat
okay.
20 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh.
So go ahead and make your
Jesus.
no, not domination.
I love that we're blowing all these
Intimidation check.
fantastic rolls on beating up each other.
You haven't
No.
hurt anybody yet. This is kind of like
I know,
Otho.
but
It's
it's
like the
just funny.
15-year-old like trying to be the man and be like, yeah, I'm
Like,
tough.
back
I'm tough.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, intimidation.
Yes.
Where is it? Right there. Oh goodness. Why isn't that
Just got
better?
juicy fast. Yes, it did.
Juicy.
Oh, okay. Good. That's a 9. I thought it was a 6. So
Uh,
that's 11. That's 11.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw. Dominic.
For me?
Yep. Against frightening, if that makes a difference for you.
I'm sorry, wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, against
Wisdom.
being frightened, if that makes a difference for you.
Uh,
Like halflings are brave.
9.
Oh.
Did you guys just
Oh.
match?
No.
No,
I rolled
he
a
got,
nine.
he
No,
had
he had
11.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, okay, this
he
is
beat
just
you by a
barely.
smidge
So
twice.
Ramasha
That's
is
crazy.
not scaring you. He has startled you, I would say. He startled you by like pinning you up against this wall, pushing you into the side here. So it's like this.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, it's one of those like
I'm not looking
when an
to
old-
scare Dominic.
when an adult pulls a little kid by the ear or something like that kind of thing, you know. So he's like, listen,
Except
I'm not
for a
saying that I'm going to
15-year-old
lie to
kid
you. I'm
that's
not
like
saying I'm going to put
6'2".
you in danger. But I got nothing to say to you yet, type of thing. Is like basically
Listen
what kind
here,
of
you
just
little
went
shit.
down.
Oh,
And
listen
if you
here.
would like to
I
try
just
to break
love
out.
personally.
Oh, go ahead.
I just love personally that I am technically stronger than Ramasha, but I just rolled
He caught the
shit.
jump. Yeah, he caught the jump on you. That's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, you got, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you can, if you want to try to break out, or if you want to just try to nod and just kind of shrug out. It's up to you.
I kind of just want to do like I'm just gonna like push his arms off of me kind of
Okay.
thing.
Are you
Not
gonna let,
necessarily like
I'm gonna let it
fight or
happen
anything,
anyway.
but
do you
just
think your message
you know,
got across to
push his-
Ramasha? You're gonna let it happen?
It's literally just that initial thing, and I said my line, and then it's just like from there, I'm literally just backing
Okay.
away. Anyways, I'm not meaning harm.
Yeah.
I'm just cut it out, you little shit.
And now for the questions.
All right. I like it. I
You
like
ask
it. I,
me
li-
no
I like it.
questions.
It's
I
cute.
tell you no
Or
lies.
it's it's not. I don't feel this being like
listen, I'm not
combative. It's
Damn it.
like, you know. Okay.
Yes, you are. You're adorable.
no.
So after this moment, you also find yourself outside of a little dingy sign with a pirate ship in a cove that seems very familiar to Ramasha. And would you like to lead Dominic into Swindler's Rest?
Before we go in, I have a question for you, out of character. How well does Ramasha know the owner, the person running it?
Yeah, there's an owner and his wife that own it.
Okay.
You've been coming to Hazelport for months or closer to a year?
I guess my question is how open is to Ramasha with that?
I would make that up to you. I would put that back.
I
on
don't know. Okay, I've known them for this long. What kind of people are they?
Oh, this is what we were talking about earlier. So, obviously, they are sort of, what do you call that? Like blue-collared, sort of. They've always been lower class. They've always had this like seedy little boarding house in the docks. The docks is the poorest, seediest area of town. But this is, they're not bad people that you have gotten the vibes from. They are just sort of trying to do the best they can in the situation they've been given.
How are they towards helping other people? Like, if someone needs help, someone's in trouble in an alleyway, are they going to help them or no?
Depends on. It would depend. As in any city with people like this, are they going to be at risk? They're not heroes, for sure. I would say that.
Okay. So they're more neutral on things. That's all right. I guess that answers my question. Okay.
And so if you are you going in?
Yes. We'll go in, and I'm going to say at this point that I probably only trust them enough to do the business that they need to do, not that I would trust them with the information of my own personal stuff.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the thing we were talking about earlier.
Business, not personal. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So ultimately, actually, as far as that goes, we could even just, that would be considered business as well. Considering if I wanted to set things up so that when I leave, people could come and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, here's a message for you. Ramasha said you'd be here. I would assume that they'd be able to do that if I, like, slip them a coin or something like
yeah.
this.
Yes. Yeah. We can work on that. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Come with me, Dominic.
When I push off from him, I'm just gonna go on in and go to the clerk and get a room.
All right, so if you are walking in with, like, aside from Ramasha, you're walking into this dimly lit, not very much natural light, kind of, the air on the docks, like, tastes like seawater, and the air is very humid, and of course this closed off little area with not very much windows. It's a little dingy. It doesn't smell dirty or rotten or anything like that, but it's an old building on the docks. There is a middle-aged dwarven woman sitting behind the desk, and she's sitting there knitting, and she sort of looks up as you open the door. A little bell sort of jingles, and she says, pulls these, like, big giant glasses up to her ears or eyes, and she's like, "Oh, I don't believe I've seen you before. Who are you?" And I don't know if Ramasha wants to speak up or if you're just gonna stay behind her.
Yes. As soon if I'm directly behind Dominic, then yes, I'm gonna.
You recognize Merwin Portstag, the co-owner of Swindler's Rest. I will put the names in.
Marilyn.
Merwin.
Marilyn.
Merwin. MAERWYN. I'll put it in the world anvil though for you.
Okay. Marin what?
Portstag.
Portstag, okay.
Yes.
I am terrible with notes.
As
That's
opposed
okay.
to starboard deer. Port tag, starboard deer. It's a nautical joke.
I like it.
It is a dad joke, though.
That's okay.
So
I'm always sailing for a good joke. That one was thin. I admit that one was thin. It's not great.
Merwin, this one is with me.
Oh, Ramasha. Hi. Okay. Who is he? And if he's with you, why haven't I seen him before?
He's new to the area, but you can trust him as best I can tell. I will keep my eye on him for you.
She's got big glasses like that lady from Star Wars. Like, it makes her eyes look huge, by the way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And she's like, "Okay, well, just make sure you clean up after yourself, and if you stay in a while, I might have to charge you extra for your room, because we do have a couple's rate or a roommate's rate. But if it's
That's
only going to be a
fine.
bit, I suppose it's all right for you, Ramasha."
Are the rooms? Is it a single bed in each room or no?
Yes, you have, even in your room. So, Ashrin's bedroom is better than yours. She's staying in a better boarding house. But even in your room, you have a bed, a trunk, and enough space that there's still enough space for, like, Dominic to lay a bedroll down or something like that.
I'm gonna pull Dominic aside and just thank you. Yes. Do you want your own room or do you want to sleep on the floor?
I'm used to sleeping on the floor. It's fine.
Interesting.
It's like dejected.
We'll be okay, Mary. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we'll see you then later on. She just goes. She was really struggling to, like, see you because she didn't get up and walk over, so she just goes back to her knitting.
Well, I'm here, Maedwin. Over the next few days, there will be someone coming to see if some deliveries are to be arriving soon. I will need you to pass along a message. I will leave it in writing if you can. If you could pass along that to the person that arrives, they'll be looking for me specifically.
Person who arrives from where?
They'll be from the docks for sure. You may not recognize them. I'm not sure who will be coming.
Out of character, are you talking about your crew members?
Yes.
Probably just at least your first mate, right?
First mate, unless they're
you gave
busy.
me a name for that guy. Mugwort.
What's that?
You gave me a name for that guy. Mugwort.
Yeah, it may not be the first mate, though, if he's busy.
Okay.
So it may be
You're confusing
one of
me,
three.
so you're probably confusing her.
Oh, perfect. Yay!
Okay, back in character, sorry.
They will be another Tabaxi like me, I'm assuming. If not, they will announce who they are and who they represent. But nonetheless, I'm sure if nothing else you can recognize these. And I'm going to slip a coin.
So you're saying you want me to pass along a message for you?
I will have it handwritten for you in the morning.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. You could just say that next time. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I turned southern.
Y'all?
Y'all.
Yo!
You just say that next time. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine, darling. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Bless your heart.
Alright, so
Those are fighting words.
are we showing Dominic to your room or going out for dinner? And
Yeah,
then...
show me to your room, Patty.
Catty Daddy.
Wow. Wow. Glad it wasn't me
What
this
just
time.
happened?
I'm innocent. I'm innocent this time.
I
Not
told
me.
you I'm sleep deprived.
Oh, God. Now it's getting bad. Okay. Let me show you where.
Forepaw, not foreplay.
Oh, God.
Hey. Wow.
We're really
Good night,
scratching.
everyone. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for coming
We're certainly
out.
digging deep in the cat box now.
Never gonna make it to Fraymore, guys.
Yeah, right.
We're not. We're
Nope.
not. Sorry. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Allow me to show you where you'll be sleeping. Away from where I'll be sleeping.
Just make sure he's
Damn.
Did you just say damn?
Yeah, I did. I'm losing it, guys.
Alright, so not out of character, I guess, more narration. Just go upstairs, show Dominic the room and so forth. If there's no interaction there, we'll just leave right back out, and I'm gonna need to go see Ogden. And then we can start checking out the town and like doing other stuff from there.
What did you need to see?
I'm gonna
Ogden
go
for?
ahead and put my bedroll down.
Okay.
Is there a candle? Or no?
What? And
there-
whatever stuff you
or-
have on you.
I mean, what do they have? Do they have a lantern that they have set up to the light, or what is there for lighting in the room?
You have to provide your own.
Oh God!
Dang.
Okay.
There's a window,
Bougie
a tiny
place.
window.
We'll figure
Maybe
that
a
out.
candle
later.
on a candlestick type of thing. But yeah,
What
nothing.
time of year is it?
It's spring, mid-spring.
All right, it should be
Weren't
fine.
we-
Okay.
Yeah, I think I said mid-spring.
Warm during the day, cool at night.
Yeah, we should be fine.
I think spring is what I had written down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently mid-spring.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Onwards.
what did you need to ask Ogden about?
Passing along a message to Honeydew Farm that plans have changed. I will not be the one to be here.
Someone else will be picking up your order.
The order will need to be, or at least the slip will need to be delivered to, this place.
They just told you
Swindler's
you could
Rest.
come and pick it up. They told you you could come pick, like, you could meet with them and set up the delivery once, like, it would be ready in a couple of days. So you could probably even check in with them on your way back from Fraymore, just so you know.
I thought it would be too late at that point.
They're not going to get rid of your stuff.
No.
Yeah, they
but
also said it would take a few days
Yeah,
to
it's
get
going
it
to take a
ready
few days to
anyway.
get ready,
So.
yes.
Well, that's what I mean. I figured that by this point that my ship would have arrived and we wouldn't be back yet.
Depends on how long we take, I
Yeah.
would think.
I don't think you'll have to worry about the farm so much as just making sure your cohorts get the message from you.
Okay, I'll just make sure of that then.
Okay.
Maybe I'll leave a message at the gate that if they do come looking for me, that
Okay.
if I'm not here, that's fine.
Okay. And then so Dominic and Ramasha are going to be men about town for the rest of the night, I assume, going out for which
Nice.
Hazelport is a city known for every establishment having a signature drink. So you can have good food, good fun, all night long, if you wish.
Let me tell you, if you like kidney pie, this is the place to go.
And then we will have at least one more discussion for Roland to have with his wife real quick. And Ashrin, if you wanted to tie up anything else before you head out as well.
No, I don't think so. I have questions for you that you can answer for me maybe offline. But
Okay.
they're more technical questions than
Okay.
anything else.
All right, so Dominic, Ramasha, all set for now?
Is there any interaction you want to have?
Not as of now. I mean, I think I have everything as of right now.
All right, Roland. After work, closing time.
Well, not closing time because it'd be around dinner time, I would assume. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
assume I work like morning till like
Yep.
early afternoon, so I'm not there all day.
Yeah.
So, so I'm like heading back, and like, you're correct me, obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but like I'm walking back to work, back home, and the blacksmith's still open. So I kind of like walk by and I like wave, see who's in there, say hi,
And
then
the
I'm like
blacksmith.
walking
Okay,
back
waiting
home,
for
going.
waiting for Natasha to come home.
Yeah, and then I walk back home, and basically the whole walk is like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume that I will like start prepping a dinner of some sort. And I'm gonna make her favorite dish tonight.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
Round
You don't
two,
have to
round
like say what it
two.
actually is. I'll just
Nope, but would you
start
like to
prepping her
pitch
favorite
which
dish.
skill you would use to make this meal?
Ooh.
The skill of buttering the biscuits.
I mean, the only thing to make,
Survival?
survival.
Guys, I've got it. The skillet.
Oh, let's go, dude. You're the best. You're the best.
Dominic, please give yourself a point of inspiration.
Oh, nice.
Can I get inspiration in the chat?
Inspiration.
I mean, to me, my brain instantly goes survival for more than one reason.
Yes, I will take that. That's fine if you'd like to.
Yeah. All right. So, come on, don't fail me now. 13 plus 4 for 17.
Very nice. Okay. All right. So you've cooked up what you think between springtime available ingredients and what you had on hand, what you think Natasha would absolutely love for dinner.
Yep.
And it all comes out looking pretty good. I mean, it's been a while since you went all out like this, but it looks good. You're pretty proud of it. You think especially just the fact that you go ahead.
Made the effort to make the extra special meal,
Yep.
not just a regular dinner.
Yep.
This isn't just a regular beef stew. No, this is this. And I'm like, tonight's the night. I don't know how this will go, but tonight's the night.
So, Natasha kind of comes in from work, long day, comes in with Ruby actually, because they work together. That's right. And
I could work because she would be on my side for this.
so she sort of walks in. Oh, hello. How was your day? Hanging up their stuff, washing their hands, cleaning their faces,
Yep,
whatever.
yep. Small talking.
It smells so good in here. And Ruby's like, Dad, what'd you make? Oh my gosh.
Well, honey, you remember that one dish that we had back when we went on the tour of Abruth? A few years back when you actually took time off. Well, and I lay it
Like
out on the
100
table
years
for her.
ago?
I'm like, bam.
Roland Longbeard, what have you done for me? This is beautiful. She's like looking at it. Like,
I've done something special for you, darling.
And Ruby, it was like looking at the table, and she looks at you, and she's like,
Kiddo.
Instantly
I made enough for you too, so you stay too. You stick around too, because I made enough for I made enough
good.
for all of us. Yeah.
Just boom,
yeah.
the door
I give her one of the,
bursts
give
open
her one of
and
these.
Ogden's in. I'm home. Walks in.
Now, that one didn't necessarily anticipate that. I thought he would have been going home to his family, but hey, I guess he got invited over. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
Ruby's
fine.
like, Dad, didn't you know Ogden was coming to dinner tonight?
I
Moon Day, Dad.
knew. I know. I forget on. You know my brain. Sometimes I forget when stuff gets scheduled out. I'm sorry. Don't you worry,
Ogden's
Ogden.
like,
Don't you worry. I
Dad,
got a
you getting
plate
old
for
on
you.
us?
Oh, don't dream of it, kiddo. So I'll make sure that there's.
Yeah, so
I'll make
everyone's
sure to
just getting around
sacrifice
the
a bit
table.
of my portion to make sure he gets a plate. So it's fine.
Well, and we can also, say that you probably, you know.
Yeah. I always
You
whip
usually
up
make
extra.
a big meal anyway because you just have a big family. So.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So now, Natasha's been sitting here, loving the energy, enjoying the kids being funny, and enjoying their company. But she's just been watching
Right.
you. She's been watching you walk around
Right.
and serve food. Just this bemused smile on her face. Would you like to make an insight check?
Right. Absolutely.
She's like, what are you doing?
Dude, that is a 1 plus a 4 for 5.
So actually, you didn't even notice that she's been looking at you.
No,
Just
that's the
kidding.
thing. I was too busy. Like, this is going to work. This is going to be great.
So yeah, she's waiting for everyone to sit down, and you're all like start eating and everything. So she's like, this is amazing, and the kids are agreeing. Oh my gosh, Dad, Pops, this is the best. This is the
Your
best.
Pop still got it. Your Papa still got it.
And dinner goes off as it is, unless you want to be bringing this up at dinner.
Dessert.
Okay.
Let's save it for dessert.
All right. So Ruby's getting up to help clear up the plates and everything. Dessert.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So what's for
Look.
dessert, Mr. Roland?
Well, honey, darling, love of my life. You remember that one time? Hold on, I gotta pull up the map. I gotta pull up the. Hold on. You remember that one time when we went? Oh, where is it? I'm trying to find the world atlas. I'm trying to get the names of the cities.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I got it.
My messy world anvil.
No, it's all good. It's not messy. It's just I gotta remember what specifically I was.
Laugh so
for
hard he
is.
breaks his back.
No, funny enough, I actually did do that today.
Thank God.
What?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, got it. All right. So, honey, you remember a few years ago when we were on that same trip, and we got that wonderful peach cobbler over at Edgepool?
Yeah.
It's probably not as good, but here's mine.
What? Roland Longbeard, what are you up to?
I am up to spoiling my wife and my children. That's what I'm up to, darling.
Deception check.
What? Deception?
It's
What
not
are you talking
entirely a
about?
lie.
11 plus 1 for 12?
Oh, okay, hold on then. Okay. So she's like, well, we do appreciate it, but I think there's a little more going on here. Did you forget someone's birthday?
No, actually, wait, did I? No, I didn't. I'm like looking at the calendar on the wall. No, we're fine. Like telling myself this one. I admit that there has been a secondary motive to tonight's meal besides making sure that my beautiful wife and 2 of my 4 loving children were taken care of for a good meal. There is a secondary, call it discussion point. So, you know Ashrin, my good friend Ashrin.
Yes, of course.
Friend who we helped from the streets, helped her get her on her feet, and enjoy the lovely town of Hazelport.
When Ruby's like, yeah, Ashrin's cool.
Yeah, yes, she is. And Ramasha, we remember Ramasha. Loyal customer to the Gilded Hammer and trusted confidant.
Ogden speaks
Good
up.
man,
Good
all
old
around, good
Ramasha,
man.
that character.
Yeah. And then you guys met Dominic, right? You know, he's a bit of a wild card, but still, he seems like a good kid. Good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, that cute little boy that was running around with Ashrin today.
He is adorable, isn't he? He's just the cutest.
Okay, yeah, we know them all.
Yeah,
Natasha. Yes, dear, we know them all.
Yeah, so, turns out that
What do you know?
Dominic came here to deliver a message to our good friend Ashrin, saying that he needed help, that a friend of hers needed help up at his farm, and he asked if she knew anybody that could come and help out at his farm up in Fraymore. Wouldn't be more, it's a couple days travel, probably a 1 day at the most up there, then be back by the end of the week. So I just wanted to make sure that it was okay that I went.
Help, like, planting on the farm?
It involves keeping the farm, making sure the farm is safe and well maintained.
At the same time,
Yeah.
Ruby and Natasha, in very different tones at the same time, says, "Are you talking about going on an adventure?" And so
Your
Ruby's
words,
just
not
like,
mine.
her eyes light up, and she's like, "Pops, are you talking about an adventure?" And Natasha's like, "Are you talking about an adventure?"
No, I point to Ruby first and go, yes! And I point to Natasha and go, yes?
So Ruby's like, "High fives!" And she's all excited. And Natasha's like, "Roland, we've talked about this. It's too dangerous."
Look, I know, but here's the thing. One, it's a creature I am familiar with. I know about these chimera, and I know my deal with them. And also, I'm going with two very capable individuals and one very strong-looking young man. So it's not like back in the old days where I'm. Yeah, he's very cute too.
That poor boy. What is he gonna do as an adventurer? He's too young, and you're too old. What are you doing here?
Look. I see, from what I've talked to him about and what I've heard him talk about, I see a lot of similarities. And this is where I'm gonna get out of character. This is gonna get where this could take a turn. This could take a turn. I see a lot of similarities between him and myself. And I pause for a second, gather my thoughts. I'm like, and this, just to be clear, this is genuine. I also see a lot of Miro.
Her face
And
just
what I
falls.
don't want to happen, is what happened there.
She has a very pained look on her face. And she's like, "Roland, I
Yeah.
don't want you to become another Miro either."
Look, the difference being, it's not just me. Like, look, these kids need my help. They wouldn't be able to do this on their own.
She has
And
this
frankly-
look of thought, yeah.
And frankly, this Dominic kid, he needs me too. He may not know it yet, but he needs me because of Miro and because of what I went through 225 years ago.
Please make a persuasion check with advantage.
Are you counting your toes, D?
Making sure they're all there.
No,
Persuasion.
I'm writing.
Oh.
Oh, that's not great. Come on, give me the second one. Oh my god, really?
Oh.
I rolled a 4 and a 6.
What'd you roll?
Roll. 7.
You started strong.
1.
And then
1. So 7 is the best.
And Ruby sort of speaks up, and she's like, "You know, Mom, Pops has been handling himself for a long time."
And remember, Miro is Ogden's kid.
Right. Yeah. So Ruby speaks
Yeah.
up, and she's kind of like, "You know, Pops has been handling himself for a long time. He's been taking care of us, and it sounds like maybe this could, you know, he could be helping someone else out." And Ogden's like, "Yeah, and we definitely don't want to have any other kid go the way that Miro did, and who knows, maybe Pops will find some information on the way." So go ahead and roll 2d4 and add that to your persuasion roll.
Hey, all right. All right, so that was a 6, so that bumps it up to a 13.
All right. So Natasha's looking around at all of you with this pained look on her face, especially after hearing about her grandson who has been missing. She says, "I swear to you, if you die out there, I will kill you." And she just hugs you, and she says,
Yeah.
"You better come back to me."
Honey, 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 honey. And I kind of pull away, you know, kind of meet her gaze. And I look at her and I say, if I can survive a wyvern attack, and I can survive going to, where is it? Claris by myself, and I could survive traveling all of Abruth for months on end on my own, basically. Having this party, these wonderful individuals to take out one little chimera, like, I'd say it's a walk in the park, but I've tripped going on walks in the park before, honey. You know what I mean? Come on now. This'll be fine.
I don't know what a chimera is, but that doesn't sound very good. And I don't think I want to know.
Oh, just think of it as like a big cat. That's all it is. It's fine.
All right. So well done. A messy but well executed convince.
Thanks. I'm going to have to make sure I give a very big thank you gift to both Ogden and Ruby. So
yeah, we will have to find that one out. So
it is 9 o'clock Eastern,
Yeah.
so we could.
10 o'clock Eastern. So yeah, we will
9 o'clock Central. Yeah.
So we will wrap up this night, and I think it sounds like we will be assuming that the party will be meeting up first thing in the morning to head out and possibly look for a caravan or something to hitch a ride with if anyone's headed to Fraymore. And
That's something that Dominic and I could be doing that night too.
True.
Good scout out. So yeah. So when we meet up, they can go. Good news. We talked to some people last night, and we found that this caravan's gonna be heading up that way. So we just meet up with them here.
Yeah, and actually,
especially well, I'm buying all Dominic's drinks, and
are you playing cards or anything?
No.
No. Nah.
I don't mind playing liar's
Just
dice.
drinking. Just sitting and drinking.
Dominic is a casual drinker. He's not I'm gonna get drunk.
Like sipping his light lager.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sick the servant girls on him and make sure that they get him drunk and everything.
Are you going to a bar? Are you going to a bar? Cause
Are you bar hopping?
Yeah, I'm gonna be actually. I plan to hit some of the places and show Dominic some of the places along the way. But I wanted to actually hit the one that's closest to where the road is and where people tend to the people that run the stagecoaches and carriages and so forth. That's typically where they hit, just to see if there's actually anybody heading that way to the next day and just get some information out of them per se.
Okay, so Cozy Salmon would actually probably be your best bet to go because that's where people coming in and out of town tend to go a lot.
Sounds like a plan. We'll hit there, and if anybody's playing a game of Liar's Dice, I'll hit that.
Okay. Are you proficient in that?
No.
Oh, I also I forgot that I wanted to try to meet up with Ramasha that night too
Okay.
to talk about stuff and things.
What
Stuff
am
and
I
things.
proficient in? Stuff and things.
Sure.
The
we can-
mission.
Stuff and
What are we
The
stuffing?
mission. The mission.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can meet up at the Cozy Salmon if you'd like.
Yeah.
Because that would
And
also
I'll
be,
mention
you
that
would
as-
know that that's where people would be
Yeah.
planning to go in and out of town, or any newcomers, whatever. It
Yeah.
would be as well.
Yeah. And I pass it off to Natasha's like, I need to go talk to Ramasha real quick to tie up some loose ends for tomorrow morning. So that way we can head out first thing in the morning. So I'll be
Okay.
back, just in a bit.
All right. And what's Astrid
Do we
doing?
do
Oh,
we
go ahead.
want to break here since we're kind of at
take
like
a
a
break?
good breaking
Yes,
spot?
or stop.
Yeah. I'd say take a potty break.
Yeah,
the big
no,
one,
no,
the
we
big
can
question
definitely
is Devin. Devin, how you holding
Yeah.
up?
All right. So let's
I
put
am
this on.
not. I'm
Yeah, hold on.
quickly fading.
Let's put this on BRB, and
Yeah.
everybody stretch, get some water, and we shall see you in a moment. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, and good
I'd say
night.
welcome back, but
Oh, welcome back. What?
no, I was gonna say I'd say welcome back, but I don't know if I left, so I would have to be saying glad to be back and welcome back. I don't know. Sorry.
We're
So,
back.
good night to Dominic,
There.
our resident young teenage boy. He has gone off to bed. Ramasha regaled him with some stories and some drinks, and the girls were fussing over him, and he made his way up to bed sometime in the early of like starting of the night. He did not last long. Decided to go up to bed. Was teased for being an early go-to-bedder, but the DM will be able to talk after this. And I
Kid was traveling all.
Yeah.
Kid was traveling all day. He's 15. You know, he may be a strapping young lad, but you know, you have limitations.
So
Such a cutie.
Roland was going to be
Wow,
going
just
out to
cheeks.
meet up with Ramasha. Ashrin, what were your plans for tonight?
I don't know that I had any, although I did have a question for Ramasha. Does Ashrin know about your...
Or would she have been invited
Whatever.
to this meeting, maybe?
Yeah.
I would say so. I mean, at this point, we've known each other for how long now? How long have you been here?
I've
been here 6 years.
Yeah. You're the one that needs to decide
what?
exactly how often you've been visiting. And I think you've only had the island for 5 years, right? 3, 5, 5.
So I would say that I've been coming here for a good 3 years anyway. At least.
Okay.
I'd
Okay.
say definitely have known each other for a minimum of 3 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that,
I would say,
Yeah.
especially with at this point and having gotten to know and trust and so forth, and it's not a problem to have at least divulge some information. Maybe not entirely everything about my past, but definitely what I'm doing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
would it be enough
Especially
for her to be
if
invited to a meeting
Yeah, I was
like
going to say,
this?
so it sounds like maybe she's
Yeah.
invited tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay. All right. Right on.
All right, so Roland and Ashrin sort of meeting up with each other outside of whoever's house you went by. I think it goes Ashrin and then Roland. So Ashrin
Yeah.
would pass by
So-
Roland.
Yeah. So I see her. Your Highness.
Oh, all right. That's enough of that now. You know that they wouldn't accept me, apparently, whether or not I was part of the family.
I know, kiddo.
You're going to give
but
someone the wrong impression. It's going to be
I
just a bad
it's just-
idea.
It's just been a very long time since I've been around royalty, so you know, I gotta make sure my manners are up to par.
She
Are
slowed the
you
dog
gonna
at
be?
that point.
OOC,
Like,
are
wait
you
till
gonna-
Ashrin gets her ammo on this. Anyway, that's all I
Are you,
shall say.
are you gonna be holding court, my lady?
I'm gonna.
As you
Ashton's
are
gonna
walking,
slug
this
him
is
in the
that.
arm as
Ooh!
hard as she can.
Make an attack roll.
Oh.
You don't have to be doing damage. You can still make an attack roll. I mean, you can be trying to do damage.
Do I add
Unarmed
anything to
strike.
that?
Unarmed
strike.
strike.
for an
Strength.
unarmed.
Unless you're proficient, it would be, maybe strength bonus.
Yeah.
Which is 0. So I rolled a 7.
Does that hit?
AC 14. It does not.
So Roland jumps out of the way, chuckles as you are walking.
Old man still got it.
Now, Ashrin, insight check real quick.
Yeah, sure. Oh God!
Uh-oh, these dice are in danger.
This is the second one that he's going in jail. That was a 3 plus a 4, so a
Ooh.
7. All right,
Okay.
these ones are out.
So Roland is
Something
Somebody
smiling.
in the party
Roland
that
is
rolls like crap.
smiling and looks excited, but you can't figure out why.
So did you talk to Natasha?
It. Let me tell you. And I lay out like everything that happened. I made her favorite dish. I did my best to make a peach cobbler that probably was not as, it was more the memory of where the peach cobbler story came from. Made it more delicious than it probably was.
Oh, I'm
But-
sure.
But it worked. We're in.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. It
Yeah,
would have been really
just-
difficult without you.
Just do your best to try to keep the old man alive, because she's already threatened bodily harm if I don't make it back, so.
That's fair. I'll do my best. Although, it's not. I've been around a little bit, but this sort of fight is definitely a little on the new side for me.
I'll fill you guys in on how chimeras work on the way up. It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Great.
All right. So, and then as you are talking, chatting, laughing it up, you meet Ramasha in whichever tavern he has chosen for tonight.
Was that the Lucky Salmon or something?
Oh, you went up to the Cozy Salmon? That's right! So actually, Ashrin walks into the Cozy Salmon.
Oh no!
Oh no! With all the beer
And
the nice ladies.
all of the perception check, please, as you walk in.
Oh. All right, new dice.
New dice,
There
shake
we
them
go.
hard.
Pardon my French.
At least these are getting them out of the way. No combat rolls.
At the end of the
5.
night.
5. Okay. All right. So,
Total.
Roland, would you like to make a perception check? Wait, what's your passive perception? I should have just done that. I'm sorry, my bad.
17.
Okay. All right. And you got a high one too, right, Roland? 16. or
16.
something? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, some of the patrons and all of the barmaids stop and go silent and stare at Ashrin when she walks in the door. And not like it. Well, it's okay. So the barmaids have this sort of like jealous like stare, and then the patrons are just like,
Not that hot.
who is that?
I don't know. I get this everywhere I go. It's really
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah, so I lean in and I'm like, your subjects await.
Ashton goes in for another punch.
Ooh.
Try another freaking dice. 19 plus 0, so 19.
That is a hit. I think
That
unarmed
hit.
strike is just 1 damage. So if you were trying to hurt him, you did 1 damage.
No, it was mostly
Okay.
just to make my point.
So this time she connected. We got you right in the shoulder.
Ow! Come on now, kiddo. You know I can't take damage like that.
And now, Ramasha, what is your passive perception?
Good question. Ramasha can see all.
Ramasha's passive perception is 13.
If we
Okay.
didn't take the alert feat, you probably would have better than us, honestly. Oh, yeah, you probably better than me.
Okay, so then, wait, 13 you said?
13.
Okay, so, well, you definitely heard the little bit of the ruckus and noticed things calming or quieting down as people were, like, staring over at the door. So, that's definitely, you see Ramasha and Ashrin standing at the door.
I see myself? Wow.
I mean, Roland and Ashrin, sorry.
They start with R, it's the same,
You
it's
know what I
fine.
meant.
I had to pick on you. It had to happen. Okay.
Harley, dude.
All right.
You want to wave them over or such?
Absolutely.
My
all right.
friends, please come join me.
What am I doing?
All right.
Am I playing liar's dice, or am I just sitting at the bar drinking? What am I doing?
Oh, well, I
What are
guess
you-
that's up to you.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I was planning on playing liar's dice. I'm trying to actually get some information out of these stable hands and the people that are driving these carts.
Okay. So, yeah, you see, you hear Ramasha waving you over, both of you. He's sitting at a table with, 2 other people playing a game of dice.
Yes. I say there are 4 threes. Come, my friends, come. Come join Ramasha. I'm just playing a little game with some good people.
Were you proficient with a gaming set?
Negative.
Okay. All right, so make a straight d20 roll as your friends make their way over, and the waitresses come over and ask if they can help you as you have your seats.
I don't add anything to that. Nothing.
If you're not proficient, no.
Okay, 11.
Ooh, roll again.
13.
Okay. All right, so round 1 is going as your friends are walking up and just barely squeak by grabbing the pot of 5 silver.
Tell you, my friend, I can always tell when you're lying.
Wow.
So, considering that, are you doing anything tomorrow? Are you going anywhere? Welcome, Roland, welcome. Come talk with my friends here. We're just discussing some business matters and just seeing, what our days are going about tomorrow. On the morrow, things many.
Just say, like, I look at him and I'm like, you're not talking about the mission, are you?
No, Roland, we're going on a trip tomorrow, remember?
Right, that one, right.
We would like some rides if there's some available.
Yes.
Or at least, strength and numbers against bandits.
Right, yes, indeed. Sorry, go ahead. And then the waitress, because you said the waitress came over and be like, I just order like a cheap one.
All right.
A cheap waitress?
Your fanciest glass of wine for the lady.
I don't need now. That will be fine. I'll have the same thing he's having. That's fine.
Oh, all right. I'll get you both a couple ales. I'll be right back.
Perfect. Thank you.
My arm still hurts, just to let you know.
Good.
There is also a bard playing up on the stage, and so your friends have walked up. They're grabbing drinks. The people at the table are grabbing drinks. The table is now full with the 5 of you, including the other 2 people who are playing games. And they look at you and say, "Are you playing too? Silver's the buy-in for playing these dice."
No, I'm good. Thanks, though. Appreciate it.
Too scared. I see.
I'll play. Sure, why not?
Ladies.
One of us has to be the
brave enough to play the dice. I see how it is.
One of us has to be the level-headed one. That's fine.
All right. So, Ashrin, are you proficient in any gaming sets?
I'm proficient in a playing card set, but not dice.
Okay. All right. You can add half your proficiency bonus, because you know games then, which will probably be +1 right now.
Especially considering that you work as a waitress and a servant at a bar, you probably have seen it many times.
Liar dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ramasha, you said you were asking what people are doing.
Yes, is anyone going anywhere near, what's the place called again? I'm sorry.
Fraymore.
I almost said Faerun.
Is anyone going near Fraymore on the morrow?
Oh, well, I mean, I bet there's gonna be at least a couple of people leaving that way tomorrow. Freymore's got a bunch going on most of the time. Plus, there's a bunch of people headed up along the way. And the second guy's like, "Oh yeah, lots of folks are heading out to Tenby nowadays. They're going out to get mining jobs out there. They brought the mine back. Did you hear about that?" And he's nudging the other one. "Oh yeah, I don't know. I heard something about that. I don't know. That's its own thing. He's playing with fire up there."
Is this something I could know about?
History check. Oh, and since you're a dwarf, it can be with advantage.
I'd also say, especially considering, would that be someplace you'd be getting ore from? What kind of mine is it?
Yeah. Alright, so history with advantage. Thank goodness I got advantage. Well, I'll take rolling a 7 over rolling a 1, but that still only puts me at 12.
12. Okay, Tenby, you have heard of it. It is a town up north, northern side of the continent, down in a mountain, or near a mountain, like kind of above the mountain that's above Aramore. But the thing that strikes you that you're a little confused about is last you heard Tenby was kind of like a ghost town.
Alright, so I hear them mention that they're opening back. I'm like, wait. The ghost town? That place has been abandoned for years. I thought it dried up a long time ago.
Oh, I mean, it was never abandoned. People didn't necessarily leave there forever, but yeah, their jobs dried up, the mine dried up, because there was all of that stuff going down and all those monsters coming into town from the mine. But, I mean, it's been a few years, but some guy, what's his name? And he nudges the other guy, and he's like, I don't know. It's something that sounds like mining. Like it's an M and then mining. But anyway, it's one of those mining companies. He's this big guy that's been going around and like bringing back mining operations and I've heard it's revitalized the town. I've heard they brought the mine's been open again for at least a year, and it's been the town's getting back on the map. And the first guy's like, nah, they're growing back up, but that's dangerous. That mine. There is a reason that they closed down the mines all those years ago, and why the town was empty.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess they're gonna find out.
But of course, ears metaphorically perk up at the word monsters. So, monsters, you say?
One more history check. And actually, this one with advantage as well because of your adventures.
Alright, that's really good, but let's see if we can do better. We cannot. So, 14 plus 5 for 19.
Okay, yeah, so now it's kind of coming back to you that Tenby, the mining town up north, it was basically rumored that they'd mined into the Underdark. And that was where the monsters were coming from. It was never proven. There was never any talk of, like, real big bad monsters. But people were dying, and the town basically died out. And the fact that someone has opened that mine up is a flag for you, at least.
Yeah.
Because you knew guys that had to help keep that town safe. Who tried to help keep that town safe.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So, no. I remember back in the day, I took a job. I contemplated taking a job because, and then I kind of lean in. Like, it was rumored that they got to the Underdark and were tapping into some nasty stuff.
The one that was like, yes!
Accidentally.
Yes.
Yeah,
see, that's what I'm telling
they
you.
didn't intend to. So because of that, that's why everything got shut down and they head out.
There was
so now
monsters
I'm worried
no
about.
one had ever heard of. There was monsters no one had ever seen before.
Part of the reason why
Why
I
would
didn't end up
anybody
taking the
open those
job.
mines up again? That sounds like a terrible idea.
That is a question I would like to ask too.
Why don't you ask old mine and money bags?
I would say no amount of money is worth getting, tapping into that kind of danger again. And
The money
he makes a
might be
mental
worth
note.
it,
Yeah, well,
but
and
the
the one
damaging
that,
of the people.
well,
that
and
is not
the
worth
one
it.
that had been talking good about it, he's like, well, I mean, those people have been worse for wear all these years. They've been poor all these years. Old Medford's mining operation. He's the one that did it, but he's brought life to that town that hasn't been there for years. And I'm a New Yorker now.
Life. Forget about it. Do you know a mimic named Eric by any chance?
Hey!
So Roland will say, yeah, he may be breathing life into the town now, but if he taps into the wrong vein again, all that life could be gone in an instant.
Yep, the guy that
That's such
was.
a risk.
Yep, there's the other guy's nodding big time.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're playing with fire. They're playing with fire. So,
Agreed.
Ashrin and Ramasha's gaming check.
I'm shaking it good time.
Not bad.
7.
What'd you get? Ramasha?
Oh. Sorry.
That was with one for your, Okay.
I'm running out of dice. Putting dice jail, guys.
She needs
Which
more
is saying
dice,
would
Jeff.
like-
She needs more dice, Jeff.
I would like to roll a. I would like to check to see if the people they're playing against are being sneaky.
Ooh, insight then. And Ramasha? You got, what, 3?
12.
Oh, 12.
12.
Since going on probation.
Especially if it looks like they're gonna win this hand.
Okay.
So you let me know if they win or not, and then I'll roll it.
Oh, you only want to check it out if they win?
Yeah.
Okay, Ramasha cleaned out this hand again. So
Okay,
that's
all
another
right.
7 silver to Ramasha, one of which came from Ashrin.
Yeah, I mean, mark that down.
And you could split up your
Pencil,
gold,
damn.
yeah, however you needed to, type of thing. You get tips and stuff at your job and all of that.
Yeah, I had split up some of it just for stuff
Yeah.
like this, so worked out well.
It was 1 silver buy-in. Actually, that was round 1. So we'll do that was round 1. So you get to decide. So Ramasha and Ashrin are both doing well. The other 2 are not doing well this round, and you can decide to put in another or just hold where you are. Another silver. We'll do it that way.
I'll put in half the silver myself.
And so will I think.
All right, I'll try it. Both of them again.
Now, with this,
Now, both of you, where is this individual you were talking about? It might be going up that way. Is there a name I can look for?
Tembe, the town of Tembe? You're going all the way up there.
No. You are misunderstanding. Who is the gentleman with the cart that might be heading in that direction?
Oh, the people headed up to Fraymore. Oh, I don't know anybody on a cart going up there. I just know that usually there's people headed up there in the morning, heading up the main road. I don't know of any caravans going up tomorrow. The other guy looks. Do you know? Well, I think that George might be going up on... No, he's not going up till Fire Day. So, I don't... I'm not sure of any actual caravans going up.
So at this point, we'd be talking like individual wagons going up as opposed to like...
but wagons themselves.
caravans.
Okay. Not that they know of any anyone with horses or wheels going. They're saying basically it's usually they see individuals or things like with Dominic's situation and stuff like that.
Okay.
out of character, we'll discuss that with you after, but Ramash is kind of at this point almost giving up on the information he could potentially be getting from them. This might be his last hand.
All right, yeah, and they're sad and losing money to you, so.
AKA real life for most of us.
In fact, what are their names? Have they said their names or no?
They have not. Have you asked?
Okay, that's fine. I'll ask before they leave.
Okay. So this round, everybody put one more in, right? So go ahead and roll again. And,
Oh, God.
17, 16, what's Ramasha's passive perception?
13.
Okay.
I rolled the 19.
Ooh.
I rolled a 2 plus 1 makes 3.
Yeah.
So
This is
this
basically
time
cement.
Ashrin is just bombing. And still Ramasha is just cleaning house. These guys are like looking sad, looking like they're like, all right, I don't know,
Okay,
man.
my-
You
my-
cheating. You better not be
Screw
cheating,
you, man.
You better not be
Before
cheating.
they get up,
My friends, wait. What are your names?
They look at each other. Well, my name's Crispin. And the other guy goes, my name's Gus. So Crispin is the one that was talking about how cool it is that Tenby is going back to mining. And Gus was the one that was like, I don't know about this. And Gus is a dwarf. Crispin is a human.
Yeah. So, me and the dwarf,
And
me and Gus were like, we don't know what's up.
right.
Let's listen. Crispin and Goose. Goose?
Gus.
Is that your name, Goose? I must say, I have enjoyed our time together. This was a very fun game, and you are both in excellent sports. Please allow me to return your money. We try again later.
They both look a little confused.
It
Wait,
is okay.
Ramasha,
I'm
you're giving
literally,
me my silver back too.
I'm literally going to slide everyone back their silver, and I'm just going to say,
It has been enjoyable. I've enjoyed this game. I've enjoyed your company, and you've already given me more than you could possibly give.
Make a deception check, please.
okay, 10 plus 12.
So Crispin is like, wow, thanks, man, thank you, and he starts walking off, looking for another table to sit at or another drink to get. Gus is like, takes the money back and looks at you suspiciously, and he's like, what's your
No hard feelings, my friend.
what's your game, kitty man?
There is no game. Ramasha enjoys playing liar's dice and enjoys the good company of those who like to play.
Oh, I see.
I hope that you, good sir. I'm gonna just kind of like throw an eyeball at Roland to see if maybe just kind of make this indication is that do you know this guy?
Oh.
Do I know this guy?
History?
Are you stereotyping that all dwarves know each other? Sir? Sir?
Do all dwarves know each other?
Do all dwarves know each other, sir? Well, I don't know. Does a 15 give me that? I probably know him.
You've seen his face in and out of your bar. You probably vaguely know his name as well. You're not like, unless you want to be, you're not necessarily like friends with him or anything like that.
Yeah. And so I give him a look. I'm kind of like, eh. Like, I give an indicator of like,
be concerned
he kind of
about,
looks
good
familiar,
sir.
but yeah.
Truly, I'm going to bow. I enjoyed the company. It was an excellent game. You've given me the information I was looking for, and that's all I need. Thank you so much.
All right, have a good night, mister. They walk off.
And back to you, Ashrin, with your coin.
So,
not your coin.
Are you going to continue with at least look like you're continuing with the game while you talk?
Sure, and at this point, I'm going to actually. So, how many chairs are at this table?
There
I'm
were
assuming
five, so now there's 2 empty.
I'm going to, at this point, as the other 2 are taking the chairs, Ramash is going to get up and take 2 of the other chairs and bring them to other tables. My friends, it looks like you need extra seating.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Smart.
And I'm looking around, I'm like, yeah, the mission. So, by the way, don't ever go for real gambling, because you try to give people their money back, it can turn ugly. Just speaking from experience.
Yeah, they both walked away looking. I mean, Crispin was relieved, but the other guy was kind of suspicious.
Yeah. So, I just say that. I'll tell you, Ramasha, I know you like playing Liar's Dice and just playing to play, but some people play to win, and it can look like a slap in the face if you try to give them their money back after you beat them. Just be mindful, I'd say.
I had to keep this in mind.
You can give me my money back whenever you like.
Of course, Ashrin. Your coins are right after where you're sitting.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you have the king's hoard you can pull from, my lady?
Oh, does
Probably
Ramasha
not.
know? Oh, yeah, you were there, yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't there. Bill wasn't there, but Ramasha was there.
Yeah.
Anytime you need a house cat, let me know. I would not mind being the big fat kitty on the floor.
Tell you what, if I ever make it in the royal family, you guys are more than welcome to come and stay, but I highly doubt it. Based on what Roland was saying the other day, I don't think it's very likely that they'll take a half-breed like me.
And of course, unfortunately, as you should know, with many kitties, especially stray cats, if there is one, there are many.
True. Definitely true. So Ramasha, I wanted to, well, Ashrin, since you're here, I'm here to talk about the mission.
I gathered.
Yeah. So, I know I've kind of given you people and locations and stuff before, but there was a big one. It's a big one that staring me right in the face, and I can't believe I forgot about it after all this time. Have you been down to the Archdragon Wharf, south of here?
Writing down. I don't know what this is going to mean later, but that's okay.
Who were you asking?
Ramasha.
Okay.
I would assume I'm familiar with that. Is that on this this continent?
Yeah.
Yes. It's so there is one monarchy to the north, that is Sunmarshport, and there are 2 on the south. One of them is Archdragon Wharf, and one of them is Pub Then Keep. But they're both on the south side.
Okay.
They're pretty much right along the coastline.
I would assume at this point I would have Ramasha would have gone there to just kind of scope things out. Anything within this coastline, maybe not the other one per se yet, but Ramasha has definitely been exploring this continent, exploring these ports, and trying to find out just what kind of places they are.
Alright. Okay. So anyway, so you familiar with Archdragon Wharf, Ramasha?
I am. Yes, thank you, darling. Thank you for the drinks. Yes, if you could, we could also use them as food, but make sure it's extra hot, please, yes. But yes, I am.
Ramasha, make a history check to see how much you remember about Archdragon Wharf.
Ooh, that is a natural 20, whatever it is.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
That's the second one of the night, isn't it?
yes, I
It
believe
is.
Let's go,
it
dude.
is. So,
Let's go,
Make up
dude.
for my terrible rolls, I guess.
So, Archdragon Wharf, you definitely, it drew your attention in a not so great way because of your mission. Because there was definitely the sniffs of slave trade in that city. And
It smells.
there was plenty of inequality.
Ramasha remembers very well. There's a reason Ramasha comes to Havenport. Not there.
Right. And I'm glad you did. Well, I forgot to mention that a while back during my adventuring days. The adventuring days are coming back. I can't really say that anymore. Oh, by the way, Ramasha, Natasha gave me the green light, so we're good for tomorrow.
You're joking. This is
I'm
excellent
not.
information.
I know. I'm super excited.
It feels like warm
Right.
sands on the skin.
Right. The one condition, though, is Natasha said you guys had to bring me back alive, otherwise she was going to kill me, so...
I would say I'd
Gotta
bring
do
you
that.
back in one piece, even if that one piece is only a big toe.
I think that we want to bring Natasha back a little bit more than that, because she'll have both of our heads, you know that.
I do know this.
Yeah.
And I would put down my life for you, my friend.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. So anyway, so I remembered, that a while back during those days, there had been a very specific slave trading route through Archdragon Wharf that, that took, at the time, it was children from local villages around Archdragon Wharf, and we're taking them off continent. Obviously, I don't know what specifically they were doing.
The hackles on Ramasha's back of his neck are just like sticking straight up at this point, ears flopped back and just staring at you intently.
Yeah. Now, the good news is, I have to look back into my history, you know, my notes and records from back then to pull specific names. But it had hit me that there were a lot of children taken from local villages that may not necessarily would have been missed unless the wrong child was taken, if you know what I mean.
Ramasha
Because
just
that's
kind of
yeah. That's I ended up getting tasked on a quest to find a certain child because, like I said, the wrong child was taken, and then as a result, we ended up busting this whole slave trade ring that was cycled through the Archdragon Wharf based on all these little villages. So I can look through my notes and stuff and try to find the name because I can't remember the name of the group. But I felt it was something that I can't believe after all these years and finding out about the mission that I hadn't mentioned it before.
Understand, my friend. I appreciate the information now. Better late than never. I will have to pay them.
Ramasha, can you speak up, please?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
It is okay, my friend. I will have to... I may have to pay them a visit. It is okay to hear now... it is better late than never, I suppose, my friend.
Yeah.
But I will
And-
definitely have to pay them a visit.
Right. And I turn to Asher and I go, this might be relevant to you, too, because it was elven children that were being taken. Now, I know it's kind of a different part of the continent, but there may be a thread there, especially based on what we've talked about.
Stream, can everybody hear? Because none of you are moving on my Discord call, so I'm actually going to hang up real quick.
Oh.
Wait, you're not moving on Twitch for me. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry, folks. I'll try this.
All right, I guess we'll wait.
Okay.
You said.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
you said they were
weird.
taking the kids.
Strange.
You said they. Tony, you said they were taking the kids off continent. Is that? I just want to make sure I heard that right.
Yeah, they were taking. The reasonable assumption is that we're taking them off continent. Okay, now we're good. We're back on stream. Not good. Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yay!
So
And now Ramasha,
Yeah,
I guess either history or insight check based on what you have learned, and Roland's words there. You can
Depending on
choose
what I've
either
learned,
history or
right?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a connection based on your roll. You can choose to roll either history or insight.
Yeah, so I'm gonna continue with Asher while you're doing that. I mean, Elvin. I mean, obviously, I don't know if it would connect to your family history or anything like that. But like I said, the only reason why my group, the group I was in, was hired was because a certain affluential Elven family's child went missing, and then that's where.
So they were taking kids from this continent and taking them to the other one.
I can only assume. I mean, they could have gone to the what's that word? Archipelagos.
Oh yeah, I doubt it. So
arithmetics.
as he's mentioning the archipelago, and Ramasha, once again, like the hair is going to stand up because he's talking about your home. But you are also pretty sure you know where those children probably ended up getting shipped off to before they were dispensed. Because you've been able to find that documentation in a lot of those ships that you found, where they all seem to be going to the same city.
Which is?
Way up north. It is, I believe, not that one. I believe it's this one. Dang it. I misplaced my note. It is, I know that it is on the, it's in the north, it's very cold, and I'm gonna have to, it's,
That's
it's either, it's Frostgale Keep.
Frostgale Keep?
Yes. It's the one that's up very north, the one that has two cities on it. It's the,
Yeah.
up there.
That continent that's not attached to this one.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I remember where it was, I just didn't remember what it was called.
Unfortunately, those children probably ended up very cold. But also, you did hear Roland just mention, I don't know if maybe they were taking them down to the Isles of Marga, and you know for sure they didn't take them there.
I mean, they could have taken them to
no, that's his
the other
history
continent.
insight, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah, so they could have taken them to the other continent. They could have taken them to the archipelagos. I don't really know. We stopped that ring before the ring that the child that we were hired to find was found before the ship left. And it was more like I did my job. I delivered her home safely, and then the local guards and all that kind of handled getting the rest of the kids home safely. But I just felt it was worth mentioning for both of your sake. More Ramasha than you, but yeah.
Still, though. Well, and that would be if you can find some names. I mean, in your notes that maybe we could make a connection or see if any of those names are still operating in Archdragon War. That would be good information for Ramasha for sure.
And
one of the many things that I tried to do before I started working as the barback was writing an autobiography of my adventures. Probably wasn't going to be a big seller because I'm not a great writer. But I would have to dig up my notes to remember the exact name. Old man brain.
With your both of your high passive perceptions, Ramasha, did they see a reaction when Roland brought up your homelands?
Absolutely, I would definitely say so. As you brought that up, I instantly just kind of then at that point leaned back, and then just kept completely lost in memories.
Yeah, you both would have noticed him sort of just like disassociating once once Roland started talking about the islands out in the
In fact, Ramasha would have started humming a very specific tune at that point as well.
Ramasha, is everything all right? Ramasha.
I'm sorry, Ramasha got lost in thought a little bit there. What did you say? I'm sorry.
That's all right. We were just speculating if maybe any of the families that Roland might have written names down might still be operating out of Archdragon Wharf, and that would be helpful for you if we could find that out.
Yes. We will need to find out and do this as soon as possible. Let us help your friend, and then maybe find out at this point, yes?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I head home right now anyway after I finish my ale, and I'll start digging through my notes. I should have something tomorrow, so that way we can talk more.
What do you know of the Isles of Margas?
I know that there are a bunch of islands where stop me. I'm gonna go on a tangent, so just stop me if I'm saying something that like would be like actually. Let me correct you real quick. There are a bunch of islands to the southeast. Kind of mysterious. Not a lot of people know. At least those people that I know don't really know a lot of what goes on there, outside of the fact that there's been some pretty dangerous creatures that live there. I've told you about the wyvern attack. The wyvern originally came from the Isles before it was taken across the sea to where I ended up having to deal with it at a certain point. So that's about the extent, I believe. Unless DM would like to correct me.
No, I would agree and actually say that Ramasha, among other things taken from your lands, rare beasts were one of them.
Even at this point, though, especially having been snapped out of that entire thing, Ramasha's very stoic about this entire situation now.
Yeah.
No emotion.
But maybe more to the point, or I would suggest maybe though that a correction to Ramasha of the fact that they might not have to worry about slaves being headed that way, type of thing. Because I'll leave that up to you though.
A correction to or from Ramasha?
That you might correct. Oh, did I say the wrong name again? That you might correct Roland. Sorry.
Okay.
So 200 years ago, they might have been sending this. There might have been a part of this. I don't know.
It is no longer a problem there, for sure.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful.
That's good.
That is wonderful.
It is sounding to me, especially with the things that I have known, we keep this to ourselves.
Well, for the mission, of course. Yeah. No, I would only trust you two with divulging what I know and what I will double check in my notes.
The children, I believe, might be heading north.
Wow, okay. Like I said, this was 225 years ago, so, I don't even know if that group that I would reference in my notes is operational, but it's just one of those I felt obligated to at least mention it in the off chance, so.
It is okay, my friend.
It's starting to get a smirk again. Just at the thought of, like, completely crushing bodies and destroying slavers. He's just starting to get a smirk again.
If they're still alive, they will not be very long.
Well, and a lot of businesses tend to stay in families, and I imagine that's probably true of, questionable businesses like that. So even if the same people aren't running them, then I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, the same families. If we can find out the names, we can maybe make some connections there.
Right you are, Ashrin. Very smart indeed. This is why both of you would make excellent companions.
You're a good man, and I wanted to make sure I helped the cause. So, all right.
Please.
I finish my beer, and I go, on that note, I gotta go home and get some, I'll check my notes, and then I gotta get some rest to go on an adventure.
Yes, my friend. Tomorrow, we will go on said adventure, and it will be great and grand and wonderful.
Yes, and I do the forearm clasp thing with him. And then I stand up and I turn to Ashton and I go, I must depart, my lady, but I will see you upon the morrow.
Oh my, Roland!
And then I start booking it.
Where does
You guys
Ashrin
swing
stay?
it over. At a boarding house, not that far from Roland's house, actually.
Yeah.
Ramash is going to make sure you make it home okay before he heads back to Dominic.
Thank you, Ramasha.
And on that note, as our players bid goodnight from their night of
I'm
preparing
in the
to
best
go on
mood
an
of my
adventure,
life right now.
Roland has, I would dare say, Roland, that if we were doing, full-on experience right now, you definitely would have gotten experience for getting past your one.
For my kids.
Yeah. So our parties have started to kind of talk about things, figure out where they're going to be going, and it seems like finally next week we're off on an adventure. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go.
For bearing with our progress. We only got that one split tonight, so it might have been the 9 p.m. internet shutting off like we talked about, because we've been on solid since then, so thankfully.
Right.
And we will pick this back up next week at the same normal time as 8:30, but I do believe that since we are pushing 11, it is unfortunately time to get back to the real world. Sadly,
Yes.
but maybe we're gonna kill some stuff next time.
I'm kind of excited to now. Let's go.
Hey, we've been killing with kindness.
Exactly. You guys have been getting some cool rolls in. I find it really fun to, even though you're not in combat, you're still navigating the aspects of your character. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is-
I made a hit tonight.
Yeah! Ashrin,
Yeah.
first hit of the
My-
campaign! Ashrin got the first
Yeah.
hit of this campampain.
There you go. And it was slugging me because I kept making fun of her. So
yeah. I mean,
Probably not the
doing-
last.
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, traversing the social aspects of a city can actually be more difficult than going through a battle.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But
Heavy.
maybe we'll get to see the party do some battle next time. Maybe we won't. We'll have to find out. Hopefully they don't get ambushed by bandits. And hopefully no children go missing between now and then.
Foreshadowing.
Yes. But other than that, we're going to have to get on out of here, folks. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here. Please follow us on our socials. Do all that fun stuff. And we will catch you again next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Role playing till our hearts are full of roles and play.